Hi, Miss Jennifer. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
What can
How
I
are you?
do for you today, Miss Jennifer?
Well, I'm here because my family wanted me to talk with the counselor. They seem to think that, I don't know, they seem to think there are things that I need to get some help on, and
Okay.
I don't really know what those things are in their minds, but
Well, you saying that your family say they think you need to get some help. But what do Miss Jennifer think? Do you think that you need some help? What are you doing today in your life that's different, and they see a difference in you?
well, I guess I'm more outgoing now with some friends and doing things and friends that they don't know,
Okay.
not my like old other friends that I've had for all my life. So they're seeing that, and they're just seeing me out having fun with them. And
Okay. So these friends that you're hanging out with today, they're different friends than what you used to hanging out with and who your family has already met. So they're different.
yeah,
Are these friends that you're hanging out with today are they bad people or people that's doing bad things and your family knows about this?
oh well, I mean they're just I guess bad things. I don't know, bad things. I don't know if I can really say it's bad things, but they smoke a little weed, they get high,
Okay.
they
Okay.
do some other things, and I've been hanging out with them, and I do a little with them too.
Well, of course, that's going to become very noticed. When you are doing something in life, and you're doing things that's positive, but then all of a sudden you start hanging with people that's doing negative things, and I know you heard the cliche, in your life, birds of a flock, flock together, and if you hang with bad people, and no matter how good you are, after a while you'll start doing bad things. So I can see what your parents are saying and how they're seeing the difference. It might not be totally the difference in you yet, but they're trying to stop it before it becomes a problem.
Hmm.
So and what are you doing different today that they're noticing that you're different for them to say that? So you must be doing something different for them to see that.
I mean, I'm just going, and my friends pick me up, and I go out to their car, and sometimes, they don't. We don't go anywhere. Sometimes we just sit out in the driveway, and
Okay.
you know,
So when
and
you're
they don't.
sitting out in the driveway, what are you doing?
Well, we're just I mean, like all kids our age do. We're just hanging out, and everybody smokes. Okay, so yeah, smoke some pot, and
Hmm.
and it's fun. It's fun to do that, and then we might do a few other things,
Wow.
and 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 then we might go off and meet some other friends and things that they're doing. I partake in that too.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
you know, I think that might be the things that they're referring to.
So by them seeing the difference, and you doing different, can't you really think about how they feel? If you seen, if you was old enough and you had a daughter, and she was doing the same thing that you're starting to do now, would you see the same difference that your parents are seeing now? That you know, the people you're hanging with, and these people have a bad reputation and all of that, but you're a good girl, but all of a sudden now you're starting to hang out with the bad people. So wouldn't you see the same way they feeling?
Well, I mean, when you think about it, my parents, they did all their stuff when they were my age too. They
Hmm.
did fun stuff,
Right.
and they did it too. All parents do their things just as their kids do.
So don't you think that they want to stop you from making the same mistakes that they made? You know, I could really see their point of view that they don't want you to make the same mistakes that they made. You know, smoking marijuana, you know, doing cocaine and, you know, hanging with the wrong crowd, you know. You was doing what's good, you know, and the good things you were doing, your mind was straight. You know, you was getting good grades in school. But all of a sudden, things didn't change because you started hanging with the wrong people.
Right. Some of that's true.
Some of it's true.
Some of that's true.
So tell me what's not true. You know, you everything you was doing, school, you know, you was a cheerleader and all of that. But now all of a sudden, you know, you got kicked off the cheerleading team
Well,
and
that's because they just don't know how to have fun. They just want people to just do what they want them to do and not have fun. And that's what I think.
that's what you think.
That's what I think. They just don't know how to have fun.
So don't you think that your mom and your dad, they they know what's best? You know, they done been through this life, and they the same thing that you're doing now, and they made mistakes. Don't you think they want to see you to do different? You know, you not to make the same mistakes, and that's why they're really talking to you. They're on you because they don't want to see you do the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. They want me to be have you know a lot more success is what they how they
Yes.
tell me.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't. I just see that your parents care, and your parents really want to see you, you know, make the proper choices, you know, concerning your life, you know, and do better, you know, get back on track, you know. I think that's good. That's a sign of your parents love you, and they just want to see you do what's right, you know. So I think that you know you coming here today, it was a good idea. It was a good move because, you know, from the story you have just you know told me, I think that all it takes is you making the right choices, you know, and the choice is that you know do I want to continue to do what's right and do good, or do I want to you know go with the bad crowd and do what's bad? You know, so you have a choice to make today, and what is that choice?
Well, everybody wants to do the right thing. Um, I mean, up until a certain period of time, I was always a goody goody tissues kind of person.
Okay,
So I didn't see any harm in just for a little while hanging out and just doing what everybody else does for a little while.
okay.
I mean, I didn't see anything wrong with that. And
So the people that you're hanging with now, do you see these people doing good in school, or making right choices in school, and not you know in the principal's office and all of that? Do you see that's happening?
oh yeah, they're probably yeah, I see them. They're always
So
in
why
trouble.
would you want to hang with people like that? Because what they give you free drugs, you know, you don't have to pay for nothing. They just want you to come along for the ride, you know, and do what they do. Or do it make you more popular?
Probably um, just sense of belonging to a group
Oh,
that they don't judge
hmm,
at all. So
okay. Well, I think that, you know, it's really time for you to really think about what you want to do, you know, with your life. And, you know, think about what your parents are saying, you know, and what you want to do. You know, do you want to do what's positive, or you know, or you want to do, you know, the negative things that your friends that you have chosen today do you want to do what they're doing? You know, because I guarantee you that if you continue on this path, it's not going to be good for you. You know, things is going to be different. Life is going to change for you. You know, and it's not going to be good. So I think that it's something you got to think about. It's some choices you got to make. You know, and get back on track. You know, and do what's real. You know, what are some of the things that you like doing?
Well, I did like being involved in activities at school. I did like that.
Okay.
But everybody was always like, they were all so judgy all the time. You couldn't do anything right. Had to be perfect for all of them.
But you say the key word though. You say I like to do them.
I do.
So if you like to do them, you know, just come. No matter what other people say and people judge or whatever, you have to keep on doing it. You know, you gotta do what pleases you. You know,
Right.
and you know what people your age really have to really look at is that practice make perfect. You know, you might start doing something, and it might not be good at that moment, but if you keep doing it, you become better. You know, you become better, and you got to realize that acceptance, being accepted by people, you know what I mean, it's good in that, and it's also bad. You know what I mean, because you know you have to first accept yourself. You know what I mean, and what you're doing in life. You know, make myself happy before I can try to please anybody else. You know, and then the world today is very different. You know, coming up, you know, and using drugs today, you know, and being hooked on drugs today, you lose everything. You know, you know, and it takes a while for a kid today that if they don't have a mindset to change, to get back on track. For you know it, a beautiful young lady like yourself, you can meet the wrong guy, be taken advantage of, all of this. You know, so I'm really in agreement with your parents. You know, because I want to see you, you know, succeed. From looking at your documents and all of that, I want to see you be successful. You know, go to school, go to college. You know what I mean, and you know, make something of your life. I really would love to see that. You know,
Okay.
okay.
Yep.
You're saying it like you know, you're hearing me, but it's going in one ear and coming out another. You
No,
know.
I do. I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you came to see me today. You know, and I hope we share some things that you know would help you and make you think about you know what you want to do in life. You know, this road that you're going down. You know, think about it. You know what I mean? Think about your life. You know what I mean? You got a little sister. Think about your little sister and how she's looking at you. And, you know, you wouldn't want her to go through this. You know, you wouldn't want nobody to take your little sister and you know, have her doing drugs or anything. So think about this, you know, and make good choices. Okay?
Yep.
Miss
Thank you.
Jennifer, it was a blessing talking to you today, and I pray everything work out for you again. I know I'm gonna see you again, but until I do, your next visit, I pray everything work out for you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.